Just because someone identifies as X, Y, and Z gender does not preclude them from catching these jokes. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the Vietnam veteran shop owner in Aberdeen, Washington. Not quite Freattle, and I'm not pronouncing that incorrectly. Freattle, you could be a professional crack smoker out there and get your entire lifestyle paid for, but that's a different story, and I digress. The shop owner out there got approached by a trans council person due to a quote-unquote offensive sign in his Star Wars memorabilia shop. Now, there's a lot I want to say, but we got to get into the video because the video speaks everything. After we get done watching that, I'll come back. I'll talk about what was said and done there. Then I'll give you my 2 cents, my deep detailed analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
You are not, you're not a woman, you don't look like a woman, you don't act like a woman.
The confrontation started inside.
Trans women are women!
Get a
Trans women are women!
And spilled into the street.
You are not a chick.
Aberdeen Councilwoman Tiesa Meskis confronted owner Don Suker about a sign he posted in his store saying, if you are born with a slang for a male body part, you are not a chick.
What he wrote there was so demeaning and so dismissive of who I am and who any trans woman is.
Meskis, a trans woman, says she knows Suker has the right to say what he wants.
You're nuts.
You need to back off now.
No, you do.
But she wanted to tell him to his face it was hurtful.
I would really like them to open their eyes and their heart and see that, you know, we are people, we are who we are, and all we want to be is accepted in our community.
Now, I don't care what they do, but don't come in here and complain to me about stuff. I have free speech.
Suker says anyone who disagrees with him does not need to spend money at his store, where that sign was still visible today.
And everybody's loved it. Everybody's taken pictures of it. Everybody laughs.
Not everybody loved it, as we saw.
Well, yeah.
And some people think it's hurtful.
Well,
He told us that this hurt.
But here's the thing. I don't give about feelings anymore. I'm 78. I went to Vietnam to fight for all this. Do you think I care about some feelings? Absolutely not.
Supporters of the councilwoman are planning a protest out in front of the store Saturday morning at 10. Don Suker says he is calling on some of his backers for a show of support at the same time.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, I'm not really sure where to begin. First of all, the sign wasn't even that bad. I mean, really, he wasn't calling anybody that is of a particular persuasion any kind of slur or anything like that. And the guy was like, look, I don't even care what you do. It's just a sign. It's funny. People come take pictures of it. It's no big deal. You know, stop being so trigger over everything. I mean, why is that sign enough to go in there and get confronted by a city councilman? Really? What is the big deal? It's just a sign. All right. So it's nothing really. But of course, the person got offended. Now, shout out to the old man because he said it. He's like, look, man, I'm 78 years old. I'm a Vietnam veteran. I'm not really worried about your feelings. All right. I'm not worried about it at all. This is what I'm going to do. And when he was saying stuff like, well, you know, I like a woman. You don't look like a woman either. Was he lying? Because I've seen some of these transformers that look kind of like women, right? Where it's like, wow, I didn't know that this person was trans. It fooled me, right? I'm totally just shocked. But I see some looking like Miss Doubtfire. Got them big shoulders looking like Tim Tebow. And if you get in that 3-point stance, it's going to be all types of problems. You understand what I'm saying? You could run for 2,000 yards in the season for 10 seasons straight in the National Football League. But I'm kind of going down the rabbit hole, so I'll move on. But the whole point is that this person coming in there, big and buffed up, you know, approaching this man who is much smaller than the council person. So, I mean, was he lying about that whole part? I think the council person just overreacted. And I'm hearing that they want to, you know, bring Antifa out there because you are in Washington, you are on the left coast, you're not far from Freattle. So, of course, some of these recreational crack smokers that become activists at night are going to be swarming around there and they might do something to this man's store, but they shouldn't, because what did he do that was wrong? He did not call this person any kind of slur. He did not say anything that was offensive. He was just standing on his right to have freedom of speech. Now, some are going to say, oh, you're not free from consequences. Well, should the consequence be that I have my store vandalized, that the city councilman comes and approaches me? Okay, now, why do they have the right to approach me and then put me on the news? See, now we're having the government coming in and regulating speech that someone doesn't like. That's all that it is. You don't like this. You're offended, not using your power, and you're trying to bully me into doing what you want me to do. If you don't like it, don't come to the store. That's the way it should be when you're talking about people that may do quote unquote offensive things, or they have certain policies that keep certain people out. If you don't like it, if you think that it's offensive, if you think it's racist, then don't go. Don't go, and the person will be forced to either change what they're doing or go out of business. And I think this 78-year-old man is not really worried about going out of business necessarily. I mean, maybe he is, but probably not. I mean, you got a Star Wars memorabilia shop. How concerned are you about just totally going out of business? Probably not that concerned. He's probably just doing it as a hobby, make a little extra money, and he's chilling. You know, it's no big deal. I believe there is a concerted effort to get everyone to play along with whatever kind of situation somebody's going through. Okay, somebody can identify as a puff of train smoke. Or how about me? I identify as a white man, right? Right now, I identify as a white man, and if you don't believe it, then you're a racist. You're all kind of X, Y, and Z, obes, and this. Maybe, just maybe, when I say I identify as a white man, maybe somebody doesn't really believe it. And that's their right to believe it as well. It's your right as an adult, in my opinion, to identify as whatever you want. You know what I mean? I identify as a burnt out light bulb. I identify as a strong ocean current. I identify as abstract thoughts. I identify as dark matter particles. I identify as something you can't even see. I'm invisible. I identify as all that. But guess what? In reality says something else. But there's some people that want to attack everything, whether it be parodies, a joke, a real, quote unquote attack. They want to lump all that together in some kind of anti-LGBT thing. Maybe it's just a joke. Maybe I'm just playing around. Just maybe. And I'll do the same thing regardless of who you are. I don't care what you identify as. I don't care how you look. You could be beautiful, ugly, tall, small, skinny, fat. It don't matter. Everyone gets these jokes equally. I'm an equal opportunist jokester. That's how I operate. And the government or city council or whoever shouldn't be coming in there trying to regulate how I operate when it comes to that. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this Vietnam veteran shop owner and the way he handled the situation? I mean, did he say anything wrong? Did he do what was right? Whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. How you feel about the city council person coming in there buffed up? Hey, you can't do that. How you feel about that? Was that the correct way to handle this whole situation? Whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. You guys should know where I'm at. Hey, I have my freedom of speech. I'm not hurting nobody. It's just a little sign in my shop. It's no big deal. They want to try to compare it to race talking about ABL. If it was something in there talking about N-word this, N-word that, then you wouldn't be for it. But first of all, how are we going to compare somebody identifying as something else to me being black? Like I get up every day in the morning. This is me right here. I ain't no choice in the matter. I'm black, period. That's it. Like I said earlier, if I identify as a white man, I put a blonde wig on, is that going to fly? Is anybody going to take that seriously? I'll be like, no, I'm white for real. This is how I identify. I'm white. Both of my parents, they're white. Yeah, I'm just white. That's it. Is that really going to work? I can do that if I want to. Nobody's saying you can't do it, but is it going to work? So let's not compare apples to oranges, seriously. And if somebody was racist, I'm not going to have this whole big thing going in there, calling the news. Nah. People are going to see that they don't want to go to the store and they go out of business. That's how it's supposed to work, rather than having all this government intervention, city council intervention. Is that really the way to go? whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.